I, like many of you, was a Marine, and I got hurt pretty bad. And it wasn't just one little thing. It was how I moved, how I slept, how I showered, or if I even did shower. I was convinced I'd be crippled for life. It took me out of work, and my marriage was starting to crack. So I turned to what could ease the pain, or so I thought: marijuana and psychedelics. It was always there. High school, when I got out of the military, but when the injury came, it became all day, every day. The more I hurt, the more I smoked, the more I became lonely, and the more of those thoughts, those dark thoughts, came in the suicidal ideation. But then there was a night I'll never forget. My friend was over, we had some mushrooms, and all of a sudden, my chest was pounding, my reality was distorted, my life didn't feel real. I was having a panic attack. I called for my wife, no answer, and my mind is telling me the only way out of this is to end it. But then my mom picked up, and I said something to her that night that I didn't even fully understand at the time, and that was that I wanted to be baptized. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what would happen, but there was a rumble, and I knew something had to change. My sister, who I think was pumped about it, gave me my first Bible, which was a study Bible, and I started reading, and I started asking a lot of questions. And I remember November 3rd was my first service here at Restore. That first worship song, God cracked me open like an egg, and I just could not stop crying. In that moment, I felt God meet me. It was like scales getting peeled off my eyes, and I started reading the Bible more. I remember reading John 8:58 for the first time, where Jesus says, "Before Abraham was, I am," and the extent of what that meant. I still struggle with cravings in my flesh, but something real changed, where once I was numb, now the Holy Spirit makes me feel it. If you told me a year ago I'd be in the front row, hands raised, crying in worship, I would have laughed in your face. But here's the thing, this is a miracle. Not because my body is perfect, it isn't. I was dead in a lot of ways, but God made me alive. I'm a child of God now, and I have hope.